wanted to do this documentary so people wouldn't have to always stare and take pictures, because we don't like when they take pictures, so they just knew who we are and stuff.
Sharing every moment of life, every step, every decision with someone else. Two minds, one body. Abby and Brittany Hensel have done just that, defying medical odds, breaking boundaries, and living life on their terms. But what happens when the world views you as a spectacle? Can they navigate fame, relationships, and the everyday battles of life as one? Resilience and overcoming challenges. Two individuals sharing a single body, navigating life while facing unimaginable challenges that most of us could never comprehend. What it's like for Abigail, Abby, Lorraine Hensel, and Brittany Leigh Hensel, who have been doing just that since they were born on March 7, 1990, in Minnesota. These remarkable sisters are dicephalic parapagus twins, meaning they have separate heads and necks but share one body. From the outside, they may seem like two people with one life, but their story is a testament to resilience, strength, and living life on their terms, even when the world has no idea what that looks like. Abby and Brittany have captured hearts and imaginations around the globe with their perseverance and courage. Defying the odds, they have built lives that break all expectations, whether medical, societal, or even just the everyday assumptions people make. From a young age, doctors weren't sure how long they would survive, and yet here they are today, living full, independent lives and taking on challenges that would leave most of us stunned. It's not just about survival, though. Abby and Brittany have thrived. They attended school like everyone else, pursued mainstream education, and even pushed through the struggles of college life. Can you imagine two people studying for the same test, taking the same exam, yet having their thoughts and perspectives? And they didn't just pass, they excelled, showing everyone that a shared body doesn't mean shared limitations. After graduating from Bethel University in Minnesota, they took up careers as elementary school teachers. It's not every day you see a pair of conjoined twins teaching a classroom of kids, and yet Abby and Brittany have proven that they are more than capable. They bring a unique blend of perspectives to their teaching, captivating students with their personalities, knowledge, and of course, their inspiring stories. The fact that they share one body has never held them back from making their mark in the world. But think about the challenges they've had to overcome to get to this point. Things as simple as getting dressed, walking, or even driving aren't so simple when you're sharing one body. Abby and Brittany, however, have mastered these daily tasks through teamwork and an unspoken connection that only they can truly understand. They've learned to adapt to each other's needs, balancing their personal preferences while sharing control over their body. One drives and the other handles the pedals. One likes spicy food, the other doesn't. One prefers watching horror and thriller movies. The other likes to watch drama and love. Every day, they make it work. And let's not forget the societal challenges. Growing up in the public eye, Abby and Brittany have had to deal with stares, questions, and the invasive curiosity of others. People have been fascinated and sometimes even intrusive about their personal lives. How do they manage daily tasks? What about their dreams and aspirations? It's easy for people to focus on the logistics of their lives, but Abby and Brittany want to be seen for who they are as individuals. Despite all the attention, they've handled it with incredible grace. They've done interviews, participated in documentaries, and even starred in their TV show, Abby and Brittany, which aired on TLC. Through all of this, they've shown the world that while their situation is unique, they are just like anyone else, striving for happiness, fulfillment, and success. They don't want pity or special treatment. They want to live their lives to the fullest, just like everyone else. What's most inspiring is their unwavering bond. It's easy to imagine how difficult it could be to share your body with someone else, someone who might have different thoughts, feelings, and desires. But Abby and Brittany have shown that their connection goes beyond just the physical. They respect each other's individuality, making compromises and adjustments that allow them to live in harmony. When they were younger, their personalities might have clashed more often, but as they've grown, they've learned how to balance each other out. They don't always agree on everything, but they work through it with patience, communication, and above all, love. Their strength lies not only in their ability to work together, but also in their determination to defy the odds. They've never allowed their condition to define them. Instead, they've embraced it as part of their journey. They've chosen to focus on what they can do rather than what others think they can't. They've refused to let the world tell them who they should be, and in doing so, they've become a beacon of hope for anyone facing adversity. Their resilience is truly remarkable. Abby and Brittany have faced challenges that most people can't even begin to imagine. Yet they've met each other head-on. Whether it's navigating medical uncertainties, societal pressures, or the everyday struggles of sharing one body, they've done it all with a level of determination and grace that is awe-inspiring. No matter how much coordination, training, or shared understanding exists between two minds, they can't achieve a perfect synchronization of thoughts. Each mind operates in its unique universe of experiences, perceptions, and subconscious biases. So how is it that despite these barriers, these minds manage to adapt so seamlessly to teamwork and decision-making? What forces beyond logic are at play in this mysterious collaboration? Could there be hidden, perhaps even undiscovered, mechanisms driving our ability to connect and make decisions with one another? Adaptability and individuality. Abby and Brittany Hensel are more than just conjoined twins. They're a true example of adaptability and individuality in action. These two remarkable women who share one body have spent their entire lives working as a team while still maintaining their unique personalities. They've learned how to balance their differences and complement each other's strengths, especially now, in their careers as teachers. Their ability to work together while still honoring their individuality is something that both fascinates and inspires the people around them. In the classroom, their teamwork is on full display. You might wonder how two people sharing one body manage the day-to-day challenges of being students. Do they submit one assignment or two? How do they handle tests? Do they even like the same subjects? These are all questions that come up, and their approach to handling them highlights just how well they've mastered the art of compromise. Take their teacher, Barbara Hoback's perspective on this. She's had the chance to witness firsthand how Abby and Brittany navigate their schoolwork differently. Abby loves math. Brittany? Not so much. She'd rather write an essay any day. Abby likes me to explain things step by step, while Brittany just wants the quick version, Hoback shared. Even in school, their preferences were clear, but they always found ways to work it out. There was one time in particular that stood out. Abby decided she wanted to sit in the back of the classroom for a change. Brittany, being the easygoing sister, agreed to give it a try. But there was a problem. Every time Abby leaned to see around the person in front of them, it blocked Brittany's view. And when Brittany tried to lean in, Abby couldn't see. It took them about 3 or 4 days of trial and error, trying different seats and arguing about where to sit before they finally decided on the front row, where they could both see clearly. That small story shows just how much patience and cooperation goes into their daily lives. Despite sharing a body, Abby and Brittany each have their distinct personalities and preferences. Abby is more outgoing and tends to take the lead in conversations, while Brittany is quieter and a bit more reserved. They don't always agree on everything, but they've learned how to respect each other's opinions and work through any disagreements. For example, they have different tastes in fashion, movies, and even food. Abby prefers clothes that are bright and colorful, while Brittany leans toward more subtle styles. When it comes to movies, Abby loves comedies, and Brittany is more into dramas. And when they sit down to eat, you'll find Abby reaching for spicy food, while Brittany prefers something milder. It's not always easy to accommodate each other, but they make it work by communicating and compromising, just like any good team. What's amazing is how their personalities come through, even though they share one body. This individuality extends to their professional lives as well. As teachers, they bring different strengths to the classroom. Abby's strength in math allows her to explain complex problems to their students, while Brittany's love for writing helps her connect with students who might struggle with creative assignments. Together, they offer a well-rounded teaching experience that their students love. Their ability to balance their personal preferences and professional responsibilities is nothing short of impressive. It shows that even in the most unique circumstances, individuality can shine through, and adaptability can turn challenges into strengths. One thing that has helped shape their lives is the media attention they've received. Their story has been shared widely through documentaries, TV shows, and interviews, giving people a glimpse into what it's like to live as conjoined twins. At first, much of the attention they received was driven by curiosity. People wanted to know the logistics of how they lived their day-to-day lives, how they got dressed, how they walked, and how they managed to drive a car together. But over time, the narrative began to shift. As people learned more about Abby and Brittany, the focus moved away from the novelty of their situation and toward a genuine appreciation for who they are as individuals. This media exposure has played a huge role in raising awareness and fostering understanding about conjoined twins. Abby and Brittany's story has helped shift the conversation from one of fascination to one of acceptance. They've shown the world that while their circumstances may be different, they are just as capable, intelligent, and deserving of respect as anyone else. Abby and Brittany are living proof that adaptability and individuality can coexist in the most unexpected ways. Their journey has been one of learning, growing, and continually finding new ways to balance their unique desires while sharing a single body. They've taken up their differences, used them to their advantage, and have shown the world that life is what you make of it, no matter the obstacles. Despite overcoming every hurdle in their childhood and adulthood, gaining independence, success, and respect, their biggest concern is something larger: marriage and after-marriage life. How will society react to such a union? Can one ever truly accept them as a life partner, knowing that this relationship would include more than just two people? Would they be forced to marry another conjoined person? Or could they find someone who loves them despite their unique circumstances? And what would a marriage between two conjoined individuals even look like? Could love truly survive the complexities of such an unusual bond? Or would the weight of societal pressure tear them apart? More importantly, what happens after marriage? Would they still be seen as equals in society? Or will the constant gaze of others continue to dictate their life decisions? Marriage and relationship. One of the most remarkable milestones in Abby Hensel's life is her marriage, a moment that has challenged and reshaped how people view relationships involving conjoined twins. Abby's love story isn't just a personal victory. It's a powerful message about inclusivity, acceptance, and the boundless nature of human connection. It serves as a reminder that conjoined twins, like anyone else, are capable of experiencing the same emotions, desires, and milestones that come with love and relationships. For many, the concept of marriage for conjoined twins might seem complicated or difficult to imagine, given the unique circumstances. Society often focuses on the logistics, asking questions like, how would it work? Or how could someone fall in love with one half of a conjoined twin? But Abby's journey into marriage proves that love is about much more than appearances or physical limitations. It's about connection, understanding, and finding someone who truly sees and values you for who you are as an individual, regardless of your situation. Abby's marriage challenges those preconceived notions, and that includes falling in love and building meaningful, intimate relationships. Despite all these misconceptions, they left the world stunned. One of the famous Hensel twins, Abby, did the unthinkable. She got married. In November 2021, Abby Hensel tied the knot with Joshua Bowling, a nurse and U.S. Army veteran. But what followed was more than just a joyful occasion. This wedding wasn't just a union of two people. It was a confrontation with society's deepest prejudices and the fear of the unknown. How could one twin marry while the other remained single? How would intimacy work? The couple shared a few glimpses of their new life, with wedding photos and videos briefly surfacing before being hidden behind the privacy of Joshua's now locked Facebook account. Even Joshua's mother shared in the festivities, celebrating the unusual yet beautiful union. Abby didn't just become a wife, she accepted the role of stepmother, welcoming Joshua's daughter from a previous relationship into a blended family that no one saw coming. And yet the whispers continued. Society was soon buzzing with speculation. Were they really happy? Could a relationship like this last? And how could someone marry knowing that the bond included not just a wife, but her conjoined twin as well? In response, the twins, with their signature poise, addressed the storm of rumors and criticisms, telling their followers that even the haters were simply fans in disguise. But is the world truly ready to accept a marriage like this? What happens behind closed doors? And more hauntingly, will this be the last time the Hensel twins shock the world, or is there more to come that we cannot yet imagine? Advocacy and public perception. Abby and Brittany's lives serve as a form of advocacy for inclusivity, acceptance, and understanding of people with physical differences. These milestones highlight the importance of shifting public perception. For a long time, the lives of conjoined twins were often seen through the lens of curiosity or fascination. But Abby's marriage demonstrates that conjoined twins don't live their lives for the sake of others' intrigue. They live for themselves, pursuing their dreams, passions, and relationships. Her love story helps break down those misconceptions and reminds people that conjoined twins are just as capable of deep emotional connections as anyone else. This relationship also brings attention to the idea of individuality within a shared body. Abby and Brittany Hensel, while physically connected, are two separate people with their own thoughts, preferences, and desires. Abby's marriage highlights this individuality and proves that, despite sharing a body, each twin can have her own unique experiences and milestones. It challenges the notion that conjoined twins are a package deal in every aspect of life, and shows that they can lead fulfilling, independent emotional lives. Abby and Brittany Hensel, conjoined twins, have faced incredible challenges, yet the media often portrays their life as normal. Despite sharing one body, they bring two unique perspectives to everything they do. But behind the scenes, their reality is far more complex than the world sees. Media and reality shows. Abby and Brittany Hensel first caught the world's attention back in 1996 when they made an appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show. It was a big moment for the twins, and it marked the beginning of their rise to fame. Shortly after, they were featured on the cover of Life magazine with the eye-catching caption, "One Body, Two Souls." The article gave readers a deeper look into the unique lives of these extraordinary girls, and people couldn't help but be fascinated by their story. As the years went on, Life magazine continued to follow Abby and Brittany's journey. They published another feature on the twins in September 1998, giving an update on how they were doing and the challenges they faced growing up. At this point, their story wasn't just about medical curiosity. It was about two real, vibrant girls who were living a life just as full as anyone else's, if not more. In 2002, their lives were brought to television in a documentary called Joined for Life. Produced by Advanced Medical Productions and aired on the Discovery Health Channel, this documentary gave audiences an intimate view of what it was like to live as conjoined twins. People who had followed Abby and Brittany's story in print were now seeing them in action, and it was clear that they weren't just getting by, they were thriving. The following year in 2003, Time magazine and Life magazine revisited the Hensel twins' story, offering more updates on their lives as they entered their early teens. At the time, Abby and Brittany were 11 years old, and the magazines shared how they were navigating the world, handling the everyday challenges that come with their unique condition, while still enjoying life as normal kids. This wasn't just a rehash of their earlier features. It was a chance for the world to see how these two girls were growing up. Around the same time, ABC TV also contributed to their story with another documentary, also titled Joined for Life. The Hensels had clearly become a subject of major interest, and their story was helping to raise awareness and inspire curiosity about the lives of conjoined twins. Then in 2005, the UK television series Extraordinary People also spotlighted the Hensel twins in a special episode, broadening their reach to an even larger audience. People across the globe were captivated by the girls, not just because of their physical condition, but because of their strength, resilience, and the way they seemed to embrace life with such positivity. But the Hensel twins' story took a major turn when TLC, the Learning Channel, became interested in giving them their own reality TV show. TLC had already seen success with programs that focused on unique stories and family dynamics, like Little People, Big World, and The Little Couple. So when Abby and Brittany's story came across their radar, the network saw an opportunity to produce something that was both entertaining and inspirational. It probably wasn't an easy decision for the twins and their family. A reality show is a big commitment, and it would mean opening up their lives to the world in a very personal way. Of course, TLC's producers must have seen how compelling Abby and Brittany's story was. They weren't just conjoined twins, they were also intelligent, educated young women with big dreams and goals. That combination made them the perfect candidates for a reality series. The process likely began with producers or casting agents reaching out to the family explaining the concept and potential benefits of the show. The Hensels must have had a lot to consider. How would the show affect their lives? What would they gain from it? And perhaps most importantly, what kind of message would they be sending by putting their lives on display? Ultimately, Abby and Brittany made the personal decision to go forward with the project, seeing it as a chance to share their lives on a broader platform. The reality show, titled Abby and Brittany, premiered in 2012, giving viewers an up-close look at the twins' lives. The series consisted of 8 episodes, each offering a glimpse into their day-to-day experiences, their education, and even their career aspirations. For many viewers, it was eye-opening. The show wasn't just about the physical challenges the twins faced, though those were certainly a part of it, but it also highlighted their determination to live life on their own terms. They didn't want to be defined by their condition. Instead, the show revealed how they worked together to navigate the world, tackling everything from driving a car to job interviews, just like any other young adult. One of the most striking aspects of the show was the twins' strong sense of individuality. While they shared a body, Abby and Brittany were very much 2 separate people, with different personalities, preferences, and opinions. The show did a great job of emphasizing that, helping to break down misconceptions about what it means to be conjoined. The series wasn't just about educating the public, though. It was also about breaking down societal barriers and challenging the way people see those who are different. By sharing their story, Abby and Brittany were showing the world that their lives, while unique, weren't so different from anyone else's. They had hopes, dreams, and struggles, just like the rest of us, and they refused to let their condition hold them back. Their positive public image played a big role in the success of the show. Abby and Brittany had always presented themselves with grace and confidence, and that came through in every episode. They were seen not just as conjoined twins, but as role models for anyone facing challenges in life. Throughout the series, viewers got to see the twins tackle new milestones, including graduating from college and pursuing careers in education. Both Abby and Brittany had a passion for teaching, and they were determined to make a difference in the lives of their students. Their drive and determination were inspiring to watch, and it was clear that they weren't going to let anything stand in their way. Abby and Brittany was more than just a reality show. It was a celebration of resilience, individuality, and the power of the human spirit. The Hensel twins were living proof that no matter what challenges life throws your way, it's possible to rise above them and live a fulfilling life. As the series came to a close, Abby and Brittany had cemented their place in the hearts of viewers around the world. Their story wasn't just about the medical curiosity that had first brought them into the spotlight. It was about 2 incredible women who had defied the odds and shown the world what it means to live with courage and grace. Today, the Hensel twins continue to inspire people with their story. While they may no longer be in the spotlight, their legacy lives on through the lives they've touched and the message they've shared, that no matter your circumstances, you have the power to shape your own destiny. How do Abby and Brittany continue to balance their individual personalities while sharing every aspect of life, from teaching to daily routines? What unique challenges do they face as they progress in their careers? And how do they negotiate professional growth while sharing one salary? And as they look toward the future, how do they envision their lives evolving both personally and professionally? Current life and career. Abby and Brittany Hensel have always been unique individuals, despite sharing the same body. Growing up, they were treated like any other kids, but of course there were always things that set them apart. One thing that was interesting about them is how they performed differently in school. Even though they share a body, Abby and Brittany have different grades and test scores. That's because they're 2 different people, with their own personalities and strengths. One might excel in math, while the other shines in English. Their ability to think and learn independently has always been something that fascinates people. After graduating from high school, the Hensel twins didn't let their unique situation stop them from pursuing their dreams. They both attended Bethel University, where they earned degrees in teaching. It was a natural fit for the 2, as they had a passion for education and a desire to make a positive impact on young minds. Earning a teaching degree wasn't without its challenges, but Abby and Brittany worked together, as they always have, to succeed. Today, they are making a difference as 5th grade teachers in a Minnesota school. The 2 have found great joy in their work, and their students love them. Being teachers allows them to showcase not only their intelligence, but also their compassion and creativity. They've found a way to balance their differences in personality and approach, bringing unique perspectives to the classroom. While one might be more focused on structure and organization, the other could emphasize creativity and interaction. Their ability to collaborate and bring two perspectives to the table has made them a great team. Interestingly, Abby and Brittany share one salary, which is an arrangement that makes sense given that they are doing the job of one person. However, both twins feel that, over time, this may be something worth revisiting. As Abby mentioned in an interview with the BBC, obviously right away we understand we are going to get one salary because we're doing the job of one person. But maybe as experience comes, we'd like to negotiate a little bit, considering we have 2 degrees, and because we give 2 different perspectives or teach in 2 different ways. In that sense, we can do more than one person. This perspective makes sense. They may share one body, but they contribute in ways that are unique to each of them. Their different perspectives and teaching styles add value to the classroom, and it's something they feel should be recognized. It's an interesting dilemma and one that challenges the conventional ways people think about compensation and contribution in the workplace. Living as conjoined twins comes with a lot of complexities that most people can't imagine. Abby and Brittany have different preferences and habits, and figuring out how to share a body without getting on each other's nerves has required a lot of coordination over the years. One area where this is particularly evident is in their meal routines. To avoid annoying each other or feeling frustrated, the twins have come up with a system that works for both of them. For example, they eat the same meals to keep things simple, even if one might prefer something different. But it's not just their meal routines they've had to navigate. Health is another area where sharing a body gets tricky. When one of them gets sick, the other has to deal with the consequences, even if they aren't feeling unwell themselves. Brittany, for instance, tends to get colds more often than Abby, and she's had pneumonia twice. While Brittany is sick and recovering, Abby has to keep her company. For Abby, lying in bed while feeling perfectly healthy can be boring, but she's used to it by now. She knows that if Brittany is under the weather, she doesn't have much choice but to rest along with her. Despite the challenges, Abby and Brittany have never let their situation hold them back. They're both strong-willed, independent women who have clear goals for their futures. One of their shared dreams is to get married and raise families of their own. Although they've been open about this desire, they've been very private when it comes to their love lives. When asked about their romantic relationships, Brittany once said, "The entire world does not need to know who we are seeing, what we are doing, or when we will do it." She was firm in saying that while they might share a body, their personal lives are still their own, and they don't owe anyone an explanation. It's easy to understand why they would want to keep this aspect of their lives private. Abby and Brittany have spent most of their lives in the public eye, and while they've been open about many things, their romantic relationships are something they've decided to keep to themselves. It's a reminder that, even though they've shared their journey with the world, there are still boundaries they want to maintain. As Brittany put it, "Believe me, we are totally different people." This statement speaks volumes, as it underscores the fact that they don't want to be defined solely by their physical condition. They are individuals with their own dreams, desires, and personal lives. In many ways, Abby and Brittany Hensel are just like anyone else. They've had to make adjustments and sacrifices because of their unique situation, but they've also learned to thrive in ways that inspire others. Whether they're navigating their careers, managing their health, or thinking about their futures, they do so with grace, determination, and a deep sense of individuality. Their story is not just about being conjoined twins, it's about overcoming obstacles, embracing differences, and living life fully, no matter what challenges come their way. Ultimately, Abby and Brittany's story is a testament to the power of perseverance, and they continue to be role models for people all over the world. Whether they're in the classroom, in the spotlight, or in their personal lives, the twins have proven time and time again that they are more than their shared body. They are two individuals with their own unique contributions to make, and they are doing just that, one day at a time. And that's a wrap. Abby and Brittany are truly amazing examples of how accepting our differences can lead to incredible things. Their journey inspires us to challenge stereotypes and promote inclusivity. If you found their story as inspiring as I did, Make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more uplifting content like this. Thanks for watching. And remember, we're all unique, and that's what makes life beautiful. Catch you in the next video.